What is the area of the region in the first quadrant enclosed by the graphs of y equals cosine of x, y equals x, and the y-axis?
Okay, let's go ahead and graph this so we know what it looks like. We do in general know the cosine and y equals x, but where it intersects could be a very ugly decimal. So I would start with, I guess, a cosine of x and y equals x. And because we're looking at our trig, typically our trig is a very small window. So on my window, I would do -3 to 3 and -3 to 3. Only because pi is about 3.14. You don't want a big space of 10 by 10. It could be smaller though. When you're done, just go to graph. And let's do a quick sketch somewhere. I think on number 18, I'm gonna do a sketch. So here I have my quadrants, and then the graph does something like this, and it does something like this. And it says also bounded by y-axis right here. So if I were to shade this piece in, this is the area we're looking for. So my top minus the bottom. So top in blue, the bottom in pink, and this will create a vertical rectangle all the way through to scan it with respect to x. The only issue is our intersection right here, this guy right here. So when I do second calc 5 and then enter 3 times, it'll give me a really ugly decimal, which is fine. As long as you have that value listed on the graph, it's gonna remember that number for the next problem. So I'm just gonna say this is about 0.739. So then let's write our integral. We have the integral from 0 to some number, and I'm just gonna call that x, because we just calculated the x value anyway, so if you type in x, it knows that saved number. So we have top minus the bottom is cosine of x, minus the bottom is our y equals x, which is just simply x dx. Now keep in mind we need that extra parentheses because of the calculator. So go to your home screen. Go ahead and type in x and make sure that is the number that we calculated. Does it remember? It does until you change it. So let's do math 9. From 0 to that x value, because I don't want to round, I'm just going to type in the x. It'll preserve the number. Then I have cosine of x minus the x dx. And do y'all see the area should be very, very tiny? Yeah? So that's going to give us some number of, what is this number? 0.400, which is what letter?
Oh,
C.
oddly convenient.
That was this problem.